Today we're going to work on the face. We've done the hands, we've done the suit, we've done everything except the faces. That's what we have left. Because we're doing 4 portraits, I've gone ahead and done this one because they're so similar to this one, and it turned out nicely. So we're going to take on the challenge of this one today. We'll start out as usual with the shadows and work from the shadows to the highlights. And we've got a nice palette of browns and flesh tones, tans, peaches. The one thing about skin tones is there's 1,000 different shades, and there's where there's blood flowing under the skin, there's a different color than when it's under pressure. So you have to take into account all of those things to get the flesh tone right. But the one thing that is most important are the eyes, and the reflection off of the eye tells the whole story of the painting. So let's get started. Looks like we've got a very dark color there. So we'll go with a dark burnt umber and a black mixed together to make it not completely black, just dark brown. I'm using a number 5, a regular brush, just a pointed brush, number 5. And going in there, taking care of those shadows. Sometimes your fingers don't want to work in the morning, but you must persevere. That's a nice word for it. There's some really dark. One of the darkest spots in the painting is, believe it or not, under the eyelid on the eyeball. want to kind of smudge out your strokes on the face, because if you use a sharp edge of paint strokes on the face, it ages the person a lot. So use soft, blurred kind of strokes. Diffused. That's a good word for it. Probably the proper word. Everything has a shape to it, so you have even in the eyebrows, you will have dark areas, and where the eyebrow is shaped, will have a highlight, a mid-tone and a highlight. So don't forget to shape everything. Some people have trouble with ears. Ears are just curves, almost S curves. They're actually fun to do because they have all these very interesting curves to them. Going in here with a kind of a grayish brown. It's burnt umber and a charcoal gray and a touch of cream. Just baby strokes. Eyebrows are little bitty baby strokes. And sometimes people's eyebrows go in all different directions. In the time and era that this particular photograph was done, they probably used a makeup. Uh, for a TV personality, they probably used a makeup, and they probably darkened the eyebrows. Since he has gray, white hair, and the eyebrows are dark, it's a giveaway that something else was going on there. All right, done with that color. See if that color goes anywhere else. That's the thing. If you've got brush, you got paint in your brush, and you see that it will work elsewhere, go ahead and use it out of the brush. There's no use trying to mix it twice. These are just light touches of deepening the shadow area. Touching that particular color. Like I said, there's 1,000 colors in this thing. Okay. Now we'll go into a medium to dark flesh tone. It is usually on the side to give it perspective. This particular color has a little bit of tan with a little bit of orange to it to kind of warm it up. Seems to be a popular color in this particular portrait. Again, shaping is always important. Around the eye socket, above the eye is protrudes out, so we have to paint it accordingly. Again, blur the edges because there are no sharp edges in a face other than edges of skin, like an eye structure. Sometimes I will actually put a shadow in the face and do a highlight wash over the top of it to soften that shadow. The shadow bleeds through the wash as if the shadow is there, but it's not a shadow that is on the surface of the painting. It's been washed over. Let's see where we are. So we'll go one step lighter by adding just a little bit of white to it. This just tends to blend the colors together. It's all a graduation of darks to lights in the first place. Come down here, work on it. this man has been in the sun